hand to console each other.
Hello. I am sorry, but I must interrupt this show.
You know what it is. Hey, Ham Solo. It's time, baby. Low. Let's turn out we do. Hey.
They said we said we hit. They said we said we on. They said we said we strong. They said we said we go. We say that you heard right. 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 They said we said we hit. They said we said we on. They said we said we strong. They said we said we go. We say that you heard right. We say that you heard right. We say that you heard right. We say that you man. I swear that it's imminent. I've been going so hard on my penmanship. About to go in and buy me a whip. And I pull that shit fresh off the dealership. I can leave you in red like an Xbox. Got me laughing at you like you red fox. Got you chasing Hot Wheels like a matchbox. EA running the game and it don't stop. Super cold like I'm playing for Blitz. Got you all in my sights like Red Dead Redemption. Never gonna slip on my pimpin'. Better get out my way, bitch, I'm on a mission. Really ain't no competition. I'm steady grilling opposition. I'm get up and ready to win. They can play it how they play, but fuck what you say. I'm getting this money today. Last of us like a dying breed. Down the ride like a noble steed. Fatality moves, I make you bleed. That's on any game, that's on any screen. Shut up and give me your money. They said we so lit. Even if I take an L, we coming back just to show that we don't quit. They said we said we hit. They said we said we on. They said we said we strong. They said we said we go.
Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the latest installment of BullSittin on TSWS Gaming. This week, we're ignoring the console war and moving on to the showcase war. That's right. Instead of pitting plastic boxes against each other, we're pitting trailers of video games that will be on both plastic boxes against each other. There you go. Don't let anyone say gamers are not original. I'm your host, Loke7, and joining me today is the lovely Nintendo goddess, when she eventually shows up, Cozy Beluga, Mr. Behind Them Sticks, Ham Solo, the man that likes games more than anyone alive, Mr. Matt Likes Games, and our tech specialist with over 5 decades in IT, Mr. Mental 9R. Welcome in, everyone. We have to keep it tight. This week, we have to actually keep it tight, all right?
Out at lunch.
Wait.
What happened at lunch, Cozy?
I was at lunch, and why do you look like a fucking Peruvian mountain person?
Right?
It's
You know
because he's
what?
got the AC cranked to mask the fact that it's
From
94
Texas to
degrees in
Peru?
Texas.
Yeah.
Cozy, from
And now you
Texas
probably
to
can't
Peru,
unsee. Guys probably can't unsee it. He really does, though. Like I can
it's
find
cool.
pictures.
Cozy,
It's not.
from Texas
It's
to
not.
Peru, I'm getting closer and closer to Africa with each episode. All right? So
No, you're
that's a
not.
plus.
You're still in Texas.
Before we get into it, guys, we oh my god, man.
Liar.
We have to keep it tight today. All right?
Okay.
We have to
Wait.
keep it tight. The summer game show is coming through. We absolutely have to keep it tight. All right, Matt, what you been playing this past week?
I'll just say Fallout. Fallout. I'm playing Fallout. I only play Fallout
All
now.
right. Ham Solo, what you been playing?
Suicide Squad. I just ran into Brainiac, so I'm pretty deep into
Well,
that game right now.
More evidence that Hamothy is a masochist. Cozy Beluga, what you
Are you
been
having
playing
fun lately?
this past week?
I've been playing just Brotato. I haven't really been playing much of anything.
She doesn't play games.
Nice.
Nah, I'm playing catch up in life.
Yeah. As long as you're doing damage, Cozy. Even if it's 1 point of damage, as long as you're doing damage. Mental, what you been playing this past week?
BioShock, actually. Finished Hellblade. I just didn't have time to change the background. Maybe I'll do that while we're live. But
It's
playing
fine. You can keep it
BioShock
like that.
on my
Let's
Xbox
go.
360.
What?
Yeah,
Wow.
I was playing
Still works.
OG BioShock.
That dinosaur life.
Yeah. Holds up
Red
surprisingly well, I must say. It's pretty good.
It's a really
Good
good game.
Times.
The Ginner, welcome in. Sergeant Sentinel, nice and early. Welcome in. We are starting. Rachie, also, welcome on. It says TSWS on time. All right. A compliment is a compliment, buddy. It's fine. A compliment is a compliment. we're starting early this week, 1 hour earlier than we usually do because of the Summer Game Fest. We don't want to intrude on those that want to watch it. So we're starting an hour early. Vince, welcome in. All right, let's get into it. Did you guys send your topics on the group or?
I don't even have a topic. I
Me
gotta be
neither.
totally honest with you.
I didn't have one either. And plus, you phoned me and cursed me out, telling me how we had to be fast today. So I thought, well, I can't add a
That's
topic.
pretty rude.
Fast.
That's pretty
Yeah.
rude.
He was
What do you got to say about that?
telling me how he's going to be cutting me off, telling me to shut up and let's move along. All this stuff.
Like the way that
I
sounds.
don't know.
I
Yeah.
believe it.
Listen,
He's an asshole.
He sure is.
Although
Sure
he's in
is.
Texas, he does not have very good Southern hospitality.
No, he's not as. He has that. He's a southern, southern comfort, southern hospitality, deliverance hospitality.
He's a Southern cuck.
Oh,
You take,
What is this?
you take that. I'm not going to say that. I was going to say, take off that
Thank
hat.
you.
You kind of look. Take off that hat. You kind of look like Diddy, a little bit.
Nah, I don't care. I
I
don't care that much.
I just
I don't
Yeah.
care
It's
that
getting
much.
worse.
He fucking knew when he put in the Diddy thing. He's like, he'll probably take it off. He'll probably take it off if I include Diddy. No, I don't care that much. Mr.
Yeah.
Jordan,
you a
my
fan?
brother,
You a big fan?
my brother in Kojima, Mr. Jordan. So just keep the mic down. It's fine. We like the bird. We want to hear the bird. Just keep it down. Minus the sneezing. All right. So the first topic, Ham, where are you? Because your camera's all weird.
Oh, I
Where you
am at my in-laws for the weekend.
Oh.
We're dropping the daughter off so we can have like pretty much a month of no kid.
oh, sweet.
That's
Wow.
unfortunate.
I mean, if that's the way you want to look at it.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
I love it. I love it. No,
I feel quite fortunate.
I was trying to get
Because,
the reaction. That,
Well, like we live outside of, like we live in like a different state than any of our family, right? So
Mhm.
like my mom and my cousins and side of the family live in Texas and Nebraska. So whenever I go
That's
to
cool.
Texas, I go stop at Loke's crib, go grab a couple bushels of hay and whatnot, so I can feed these ponies in these streets throughout the week.
all right.
And then I stop through Nebraska, say what's up to moms and whatnot. But when I go see the in-laws, they live out in Colorado. So I'm out in the mountains right now, kicking it, chilling, having a good time, and we'll be back home in like a little over a day.
A little over a day. All right.
Yeah, I will definitely. We will have to do like a after Xbox showcase show, but it'll have to be around the time
Sunday.
that we usually do BullSittin, so I can have time to get home.
Okay. Are you talking about on Sunday?
Yes.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. So Cozy, Mental, Matt, if y'all want to come through, more or less 1 hour after
I
now
certainly will.
on Sunday, we
An
Cozy?
engagement. I have an engagement.
you're getting engaged.
Hell no.
Cozy's getting engaged.
Oh my
having a
goodness.
child.
Whoa!
Wow. You
let's
broke
go.
the news
Sam
here
rings in
live
the chat.
on
You
the
guys,
air.
I can't stand.
Like,
I can't
She's
stand
This is
you.
big.
Cozy.
I can't
Hey,
stand.
stand up, Cozy, and let us see that belly.
Yeah,
God.
Cozy's
I
walking
can't
away.
I thought you were going to say, let's see the
Big
ring, and then it
belly.
becomes the belly.
Cozy's having
Big
triplets.
round
This is
thing.
beautiful.
Guys,
Oh, man.
yes.
what is wrong
Love.
with all of you?
Love and gaming, everyone. Love and gaming. You find that on TSWS Gaming. Cozy,
No.
who is the
Exactly.
lucky lad?
You
What's
guys.
his name?
Yeah.
I have. It's a just training.
Animal Crossing and chill.
you know that's how the whole relationship even started. They exchanged like Nintendo codes or whatever, and then boom, it just happened. It just happened.
Like, while you
Man.
have my social security number, you might as well just give me a child.
I
Might as
literally
well.
am just doing training on Sunday.
Y'all are training for the wedding? You guys just testing it out?
Like this is like
Dancing?
rehearsal.
It's
No.
Yeah, rehearsal.
Work-related
okay.
training.
I need a year, Cozy. I need a year so I can sort out my travel, details so I can come to the wedding.
What are you? It's just work training. It is literally just work training.
I mean, marriage is work. Like you got to work
Yeah.
at it to be
It is.
successful.
I'm
It
So,
done
is
with, I'm
work.
done with all of
I
y'all.
get that. I get that. You know.
Oh my god. Oh,
Oh
excuse me.
man.
Oh, this is the
Is this how
funniest
it feels?
10
Like?
minutes.
Is this how it feels?
Yes, Cozy. Every fucking week. Every week.
Oh man.
Someone clip that shit. Whew. I love it. I love it here. All right. Let's get into it. We have to keep it tight, people. We have to keep it tight. No Diddy. Summer
The
Game
birds
Fest
are gonna get jealous.
2024.
Oh
People.
my.
Jax82 is onto something. Says keep it going. She's going to crack and tell the truth. And we need a name.
Yes.
Tell us his fucking name. Oh, it's a her. It's 2024.
This
Cozy.
episode is
Oh, it's a
partnered
they.
with Explore With Us.
Yeah. Oh,
Let's
it's
go,
Oh my
they.
god.
We're finna
That's not a
explore your
problem.
life.
Yeah.
Any marriage sponsored by Explore With Us is not good. It's not good. It's the last sponsor you want for your
Oh my
wedding.
goodness.
Cozy, just
Yes?
give us a name so we can move on. What is their
What do you
name?
mean the name? I really
Just
The love
legit.
interest. The
I
love
literally
interest.
have work training.
Okay, who is
It's
this love
nothing
interest
exciting.
that you pretend like you're going to work, but you're actually going to get some. Who is this love interest? Give us a name so we can move on.
Yeah, who is this Sunday
Twitter
training
handle, something like.
meeting?
Yeah.
How can
Who
we
the
reach
fuck
out
is
and
getting
say
trained-
congrats?
Who
training on
gets
Sunday?
training on Sunday?
I thought we were
Dude,
supposed to be
what-
doing a
I
tight
mean-
show.
That's a lot.
No, you fucked up the ride, Cozy. That's what you did. You
No,
fucked up
I
the
really
ride.
do have work
You
training.
Tell us the truth. Now you have to tell us the truth.
I
Has anyone
the
here?
truth is that I
has
really have
anyone-
work training.
Has anyone in the chat ever had work training on a Sunday in their entire career? I've never had it.
No,
I've never
actually,
had
I
it.
haven't. Me neither.
God damn.
I've had to work on a Sunday, but training was always
So
during the
there
week.
you go, Cozy. No one
I've been working
in
a
their
long time.
lives has ever had training.
It's for my
Stop
part
lying.
time.
Tell us the name. Tell us
It's
the
literally
name,
for my
Cozy.
part
Stop
time,
lying.
which is a
It's a
retail
little
store
bit
that's
of
open 7
off-the-job
days a week.
training.
Listen, we're not HR.
Oh
we're not going to
God!
report you
Oh
to HR.
God! I just threw up a little in my mouth.
Yeah. It's Jim Ryan. He lost court case, but won Cozy's heart. Oh my goodness. Beginner.
Oh my!
Cozy,
Yes.
give us a name and we'll keep it moving.
I think
Otherwise,
Cozy would.
Oh,
I
what I'm
think
saying
Cozy
is,
would
it's
put a
literally
ring
for
on
my
Jim's
part
finger.
time. They had to find some. They had to. It has to just be with someone who also knows
does
what
he
they're
know
doing.
that you consider him a part-time even after he saved up all that money to buy that ring, Cozy? Does he
Oh
know
my
this?
goodness!
Does he
The
know
man
if
is
you're having
riding
a
a
boy
bus.
or a girl?
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness!
What's the name of the unborn child?
Oh my goodness!
Why are you keeping your camera right above your belly?
My what?
Your belly.
The
I do
camera's
not
always
have
just
a
right
belly.
above your.
I am
belly.
not
Your
going to
6
justify.
Belly.
Your
You
6-month-old
guys,
belly, Cozy.
uh,
It's been 6 months now.
dude, I was literally drinking last weekend.
I'm
Oh,
calling
That's what you go
CPS.
around telling
I,
I'm
I
calling
wouldn't
CPS.
advertise that.
I'm calling
Yeah, I wouldn't
CPS.
advertise that these days.
Can CPS take your unborn child? You know what? Never mind. No.
They'll
Cozy, give
figure
us
it
a name
out.
so we can
actually, in
start
most
the damn.
cases, not even illegal
They'll bring
to
a
like
dirt. No, I'm not going to say
to
that.
like dream up pregnant.
Yeah, don't. Cozy, give us a damn name so we can move on.
The name is. Oh God, I
Googling
can't even make
something.
up a name.
That's a pretty good name.
Cozy, what's
What?
the name?
There really is no name. I really am going to work
We want
training.
to start the show, and as your friends,
We sure do. We
the
sure do.
least, the least that we
Cozy's
expect from
holding
you
us back.
is the least amount of honesty, Cozy. What's his name or her name?
I'm
Or their
literally just
name.
doing work training.
I see you. I
Jeez.
see you growing your long, luscious locks now. Must
Yeah,
be some.
it's love.
Must be something
It's love.
serious.
Wait,
Soon
what?
you're going to be able to turn those things into Jerry curl.
Oh no,
Mhm.
this I was actually at
Yeah.
lunch.
He
before.
told you he likes your hair long, didn't he?
No, I was at lunch
Uh-huh.
before
that's
this.
that's nice. He took you out for lunch.
No,
good.
no one took me out for lunch.
keeps the whole thing fresh. That's cool.
I
You're
have
still
a
doing date
friend, and
nights.
she wanted to go out for lunch because last week I couldn't because I was at a convention.
Oh, with the man.
Ozempic.
Gotcha.
Oh my goodness.
I think I'm all
Okay,
set.
so ladies and gentlemen, now we know that the level of our friendship here, it's not much to write home about. Considering Cozy she won't even be honest with us. She won't even be honest with us and just tell us this guy or gal's name. It's fine. You know what, Cozy? We're still happy for you. Even though you're not being honest with us, we're still happy for you. And we wish you and your future family
Merry
My
Christmas.
goodness.
lots of happiness, you know.
Congratulations, anyway.
Yeah, congratulations. May you
guys are
both
ferals.
flourish. May you both flourish in this life.
I'm a
Let's
really
get
good
to the
godfather.
bro. I would fly to be the godfather. I would. Anyway, we have the showcase, the Summer Games Fest that's starting in T minus 1 hour and 45 minutes. Cozy, what are you
Yeah.
most looking forward to about the Summer Games Fest?
I'm not looking forward to anything because I figure most of the kind of games that are announced there are not the kind of games that I would play.
So you don't care at all about the Summer
Man,
Games
she kicked
Fest?
us off with a banger.
I'm just
Bro.
saying, it's not going to be a bunch of indies made by a random guy in their basement.
What? I've seen a whole bunch of indies.
She likes those random guys in the basement, as you see. It's wild.
Ham. She already
I'm
said
sorry.
she's not going to tell us his name. She already said that.
I know,
No
but
means
we're
no.
narrowing it down a little bit.
Yeah, I know. So in other words, she's working Sunday with a developer. Gotcha.
What?
On that note, well, Cozy,
right.
if you're not going to give us a name, this is going to go on for the whole show. All right? Give
No,
us
what
the
I'm
name
saying
so we can
is,
move on.
I think so I actually am going to work training, right? So I got a part-time job, and this is when they had someone
did they
available
call
to
it now?
train me. That's all that is. And
that's
you
what-
know, and
yep.
people say it's weird on Sunday, but it's not like, oh, it's not like a training like I'm sitting in a class or anything.
Yeah, this
It's
is
literally
definitely
they're like
what we're
sending
doing.
me to be shadow someone for a few hours before I actually am thrown to the wolves.
Right, this isn't an office. This is like a couch.
But yeah, I'm not really that
alright.
excited because I don't think it'll be games for me.
We can tell, Cozy. We can
I'm
tell.
sorry.
Ham, Summer Games Fest 2024. What are you looking forward to most?
I'm looking for something weird to happen.
Weird, like what? Give us an example.
Like Bill Clinton
GTA
kid?
6. GTA 6.
Oh.
And it's
Won't
not
that be
going to be and it's not going to be because of just Jeff Keighley. It's going to be because of some wild person.
Like someone
Wild
getting on
person
stage
in
and
the
saying
crowd.
some shit.
Somebody that just wants to say hi to everybody.
Okay. Beto, what are we looking forward to? What are you looking forward to at the Summer Games Fest?
I don't know. It'd be nice to see something that just piques my interest, you know? I'm playing BioShock, guys. Like, we're talking, what is that thing? Almost 20 years old?
Close to
There's
it.
nothing out right now that's
Well,
really
you could get Judas. You could
pulling
get
me
Judas there.
I think it's
maybe,
confirmed Judas
maybe.
won't be there.
Oh, how about that, Mental? Are you excited?
It won't be there.
That it won't be?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It will not be there.
I heard
know.
you.
I don't know, man.
said it
There's
4
so
times
much. Yeah. There's. I don't know.
Does
There's
not
so many
make
games
sense.
these days. Like, I think the PlayStation State of Play kind of took the wind out of my sails for gaming. It was just a lot of the same old stuff, you know. So I'm just hoping for something fresh,
Something new.
that, yeah, you know,
Something
it
amazing.
feels like gaming's going the way of Hollywood, you know, where everything's a remaster, remake, reboot. You know, it just doesn't feel like there's any real fresh ideas out there anymore.
I want to go throw you a fresh idea that might be coming.
Viva Pinata.
No, but you're really close, Cozy. You're really close. Horizon Legos. How about that? Let's go.
Oh
my
yeah.
God, man.
It doesn't
They
have
live
co-op.
with some personality.
I mean, it has co-op. I think that's kind of cool. At least you can be bored with your friend.
True. Is it Horizon Forbidden West or Zero Dawn?
It's no, well, that's separate. So it's in the Horizon Legos. I think it's doing its own thing because that's what Lego games usually do. And then I thought I seen some sort of thing from a PlayStation, a big time PlayStation fan that posted some sort of leak on Twitter earlier today, saying that Zero Dawn will be getting that remake. But they've been saying that for every year. But I don't doubt it at all, which is nuts.
But didn't Zero Dawn just come out?
Well,
I mean, relatively speaking, yeah.
What was it like?
Or something like that?
Yes, relatively
2017, something like that. Yeah, it's been a while.
You know, less than a decade. It's time to remaster.
Yeah, gotta get that thing going before it gets too old.
What?
Well, it's still fresh in people's minds.
What are we doing? It's been a while.
God forbid we let Gorilla work on a fun game.
Oh man.
Yeah,
maybe like a reboot of Killzone or something.
Yeah, right. God forbid we have a multiplayer FPS game that isn't.
All right, we're not going to revisit the PlayStation State of Mid. Okay?
Yeah, no, but I'm not revisiting it. We're talking about.
We never got your thoughts on it though, Logue.
We did get his thoughts this Tuesday, so I won't force him to go through that.
Go back to Tuesday. Go back to Tuesday. I'm not doing it again.
But that's not the Friday show.
This Horizon stuff I'm talking about could be at the Summer Game Fest, which would be something.
Okay.
It's a remake of Forbidden West, but Legos. Takes the.
I would prefer if they did the Zero Dawn, but maybe, like you say, it'll just be their own thing where it's entirely its own story. And, you know, I just always think of the Star Wars Lego games where it kind of follows the story of Star Wars, right? So we have this lore kind of established around Horizon, so I would expect it's going to be true to it in some respect, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. All right.
Matt,
I'm done. You didn't cut me off, Loke. You let me ramble.
I didn't. I'm nice like that. Matt.
Yeah.
What are you most looking forward to at Summer Games Fest?
Being an hour closer to the Xbox show.
There you go.
And that's not like any other year. I'd be probably pretty excited, or relatively speaking. It's just when Jeff Keighley comes out and says, "Hey guys, don't be excited for this show," I'm like, well, fuck you too then. not very excited for your show. I don't know what to say.
What up, dude?
Reasonable.
You didn't sell it to me at all. In fact, you did the opposite.
Yeah.
So maybe it's great. Maybe it was an intentional undersell to give you some nice surprises. But
you know what I thought was funny, Matt, is that he came out and said, temper your expectations for our show, and then like somebody revealed how much it costed to put anything on a show.
Oh God!
It's like, wow, like I get that advertising on big stages. I mean, like the biggest stage is like Super Bowl, right? And when we hear every year about how it's like how many millions of dollars for 30 seconds or for a minute or something of like ad space and whatnot. But like, let's remember that gaming is trying to grow, and I feel like it's kind of weird. Oh, let's remember that gaming is trying.
That's me.
Background is that?
Me. My bad.
Yo, good there, bud.
I mean, it does. That's why I was like, that's when I said the games I'm interested in are kind of the games that'll be there, because it's like not the kind of game where someone has that kind of money to even be there.
Who's gonna be? That's like more than what some of the people's games cost to make. Like you really think somebody's gonna want to put like $500,000 just to show their game for a few minutes and then come back and say, "Oh yeah, we had to lay off some people because we wanted to show some stuff at the showcase."
Also,
that's like a ton of people's salaries right there just in showing off the game.
Imagine being a developer who did pay that money. You're a relatively small team, not like super small, not big, but you're in between. You paid $500,000 for a 2-minute trailer, and Jeff's like, "Hey guys, this year's show, it's not going to be that good.
Yo,
it's not going to be that good." And you gotta sit there and take it. You just gotta be like, I gave that guy $500K to say my game is gonna be shit. How upsetting would that be? That's fucking disrespectful.
Matt wants to.
That's
speak
pretty
to your
bad.
Manager.
It's nuts.
That
I
is
didn't even
pretty
think of
messed
this.
I
up
never
when
even thought about that,
way.
but yeah, that is.
See, originally I was thinking,
be like, yeah, I'm not. You can watch.
That's mid.
Skip through.
That's insane.
See, originally I was thinking he was just saying that because he's Canadian and we tend to be a bit understated, right? You know, drives my wife nuts. Actually, how understated I am.
Never
But
Jeff.
That's true. That's true. He's been Americanized somewhat, I guess. But
That's a tough thing to do, though. Goddamn.
It is. It's terrible.
Pretty
But
harsh.
I hope it. I hope it's good. I'm sure there will be some good things there. It's just that Jeff did a terrible job horrible job of selling it.
And on that note, we're done with the Summer Game Fest. Matt, that was very poignant. That's a very good point. Vic, the motherfucking click, thank you so much for the super chat. Very generous. Says, what's up? The amazing gaming woman Cozy and the guys that talk about games and a fake cowboy. Let's go Celtics.
See, I think what we're looking at with Loke here is he's sitting out on his porch looking over the back 40. And he's just put a fake backdrop behind him to kind of hung some stuff up to make it look like he's in his office space. Right. When really he's just sitting out on the porch, chilling, looking at the fields, thinking about the horses and waiting to go out there and rustle up some food.
His homemade sweet tea.
And beans.
No. Down in Texas, they call it that sun tea.
Oh, it's got sun tea.
Yeah.
You know what?
Texas, you just go look at Loke's recent search history. It's just like
probably got one of
black people's backgrounds for podcasts.
The most recent thing he searched.
African like backgrounds for podcasting.
Yeah, the most recent thing he searched is African accent. How to do an African accent.
Perfecting the Mozambique accent.
Okay. This was fun when we were all and cozy. This is not
VPN to Mozambique.
cozy. Is the last headline, all right? Tone it down. Bring it down. The hell? All right.
That turned quick. Okay.
Very quickly. Kind of like that sun tea I forgot to put in the fridge last week. Anyways, we have to move on to the next showcase, since that's literally all we care about, the Xbox showcase.
Yeah.
Well, it's hard not to when somebody told us to just relax for their own.
Yeah, right.
He's essentially telling us don't pay attention to this. Look forward to other exciting stuff. This is nothing. Okay, cool.
Look forward to the publisher showcase. Don't care about me.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Maybe Kojima said I don't have time to show up, and he's just like super down. Just tells everybody.
Aww.
Don't even worry about it this year.
Don't even watch. My friend doesn't want to hang out with me.
Listen. You guys can slander Jeff Keighley. You can slander me. But leave Kojima out of this, okay?
No.
Yobi, thank you so much for the link that you sent. Guys, I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but Xbox I was on Boom's show, and I found out Xbox does not make the same amount of money as Microsoft, as Windows, in terms of sales of the operating system. Xbox makes more money than Windows.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Because Windows is basically free now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Windows. You get what I feel. I haven't paid for Windows in forever. I mean,
really?
It's been
you
just upgrade to the next one.
Yeah,
we still pay
more or less free. And even if you do need to buy a license, you can find licenses for like $10.
Yeah.
And I used to buy them for like $1.70 Canadian for Windows licenses.
I don't
but that's gone away now.
For me, I think it should be the opposite. And maybe like Ham, me and you were talking about accessibility, right? So just in case you guys are not up to speed on this, me and Ham were talking about the fact that like regions like mine, for example, get hard done by where we either don't have access, or if we do have access, we pay more than what you guys pay in the first world. So for me, I think it should be the opposite. I think we should be paying $1 for Windows, and then the guy in Canada should be paying 10, 15, or 20.
I was just getting it off eBay, man. You could
I was about to say, do you have eBay? Do you have
codes work
CD
wherever?
keys?
Because usually I wouldn't buy American codes. I buy codes from some other part of the world and just use them.
Yeah, you have CD keys, G2A, Kingwin, eBay. Like you can get keys for really cheap on any of those sites.
Yeah. Okay. I guess maybe the issue is I'm still used to brick and mortar. So most of the people I know, just like me, we
Stop being a dinosaur.
We physically go to the stores that give us like boxes. Like for example, I bought. I bought my antivirus
box of Windows.
Yeah.
What? You bought an antivirus? Do you have Windows?
Yeah, I do.
Why don't you just use Windows Defender?
Yes.
I heard it's
comes with
shit.
No, don't. Anyone who says Windows Defender is shit is living in like 1999,
98 or something.
Yeah.
No, I've used nothing but Windows Defender for 20 years.
Yeah, you don't need much else.
Like since.
Yeah.
Money.
You do.
I mean, now
take
you
it
know.
back if you haven't opened it.
Yeah, it looks sealed. Is it still sealed?
No, I've already used it. It's already activated.
But now you know, so you don't need to re-up
don't do
or
that
anything.
again. Yeah.
God damn it. Okay. All right. I can only take so many L's. All right. Anyway, Yobi, thank you for the link. I found I was today years old when I found out that Xbox is making boku bucks for Microsoft. Vic, the motherfucking click, another super chat. Thank you so much. I love Texas. How dare you call it a third world? Get the fuck out of here, man.
Yeah, right. This man's ashamed of where he's from.
Yeah, I know.
Oh man, that's
sad.
I mean, if that power outage showed us anything, it's maybe Texas
Yes.
is kind of.
Sometimes it can be a little.
No,
world down there.
no. Stop it. Leave the greatest state in the United States alone. So X-Men with another super chat. Thank you so much. Says happy E3 weekend. Still calling it E3. I don't care. I agree. I agree. If the same things are being done, which is people just making us call it something else, just like Twitter. We're still doing the same thing. We're still tweeting. We're still retweeting. So it's fine.
I'm definitely not Xing. That's not something.
Yeah, seriously,
No.
I've never. They said
give it to you though.
They said they switched the domain name to X. I've
can't do
never
it
once
anymore.
in my browser typed in X. I type in T, Twitter comes up, I hit enter.
Because they know what you want. They know what the people want.
Yes.
And it's not
Yeah.
typing in X. Like a
Yep.
douche.
Don't download the free RAM. All right, Rachie. That's a low blow. I know
That's
that RAM
good-
is a
that's a good
physical
tip,
thing.
though.
You cannot download it. Oh my lord. This guy, don't download the free RAM. Okay, Mentor had a nice little chuckle. I saw you there. I saw you. As soon as you saw that chat,
Loke's
you
gonna
tried to keep
download
it
a
together.
4090.
Oh man. What's crack-a-lackin'? Mike Johnson, welcome in. Dude, I'm trying. These guys are going for my neck today, Mike. Anyways, Xbox Showcase cozy. Are you
Yes.
as indifferent of the Xbox Showcase as you are of the Summer Game Fest? Sorry.
No, because maybe they'll have Viva Pinata, and they also you typically will show stuff from like smaller studios.
The ID at Xbox, right?
Yeah, they have
Seems
that.
they
So
really care about that.
So I don't feel the same way of like, oh yeah, yay, big budget games that are designed to appeal to like 5 million people and appeal to probably no one.
Okay. Ham.
Yo.
Are you interested in the Xbox Showcase? And
That's
why?
a dumb question.
Are you? It's a good question. Are you?
Stupid question. I fucking hate anybody asking that dumbass question.
I like to give everyone a fair shake. I like to give.
But anyways, no, I'm really excited for it. I'm partially excited for it to see everything that they have to show, and I'm also excited for it just so people on social media can shut the fuck up about what they think is going to be there and what they think is going to go to PlayStation and what they think is crumbling before their eyes or whatever. Like, I just can't wait for. I'm almost going to stretch all the way to Wednesday. Like, I can't wait for Wednesday because it'll just be kind of done.
What's happening?
Hope you don't. Sorry, Luke. Hope you don't mind. I put the picture up of your backyard you sent me. That's my background. If that's okay. Yeah.
That's not a pasture, dude. That's the oil field.
That's the oil fields he's got out there, Texas.
You don't put cows.
Black gold, Texas tea.
Okay.
What?
Mental. Are you excited for the Xbox Showcase, Mental?
Yeah, actually, that one I am kind of looking forward to. I'm curious to see what they've got for us. So I'm hoping there's going to be something new, not just what everyone's thinking, you know? Like, you know, it'd be really cool is if they came out and Xbox is sorry. Hopefully, like, you know what I'd love to see?
Yeah.
Just good old Steam dude there. What's his name? Gabe Newell comes strolling out, and with Phil, and they announce that Game Pass is coming to Steam. That'd be cool.
That'd be
not
insane.
holding my breath for it.
That would be a
but
very
that
big
would be
moment.
Freaking cool.
Yeah.
That'd be huge. I guarantee you, their Game Pass subscriptions would skyrocket if it was on Steam. There's a lot of people that just won't use anything but Steam on PC.
Yep.
It's just reality. Be a wise thing for them to do.
You see how
if they can make it work.
A game will come out on Epic, and then it'll be like okay, and then a year later it has the Steam launch, and then it explodes. So definitely, definitely the guys on Steam they're wild for Steam.
Very loyal.
Those are the real fanboys. Those are the fanboys and girls. Matt, are you excited for the Xbox showcase?
Fuck yeah!
That's really funny.
It's like the only it's the only one I'm excited for really at this point. We just talked about SGF. I'm going into that with zero expectations. But I mean, just the stuff that we know will be at the Xbox show is exciting for me. Like, we're obviously going to see more Avowed. We're going to see more Indiana Jones. The whole like speculation or reports that we'll probably see Perfect Dark and stuff. But then it's also the stuff that we don't know about that's also very exciting. So
Wu-Tang.
Yeah, anything's possible. That game, by all accounts, exists and is being worked on. So maybe that's there. Like, it's exciting not knowing what's there, and that we're gonna find out soon.
One thing I want to throw on the side is, man, I want to see that. I really just I don't care if it's just like a quick like picture of what it looks like, or if they dig into it. I want to hear what they have to say about that handheld, since it's just been rumored so hard by so many people, and a lot of the people that are rumoring it out like have pretty good credibility with me personally. So I'd really like to see that.
I agree.
Speaking of
it's gonna be like the PlayStation Portal.
No, it won't. No. So, somebody literally tried to say that on Twitter, and Jez immediately said it. No, it's not. Immediately said it. No, it's not.
Yeah, that I highly doubt that that's gonna be just.
I hope
that'd be a PR nightmare if they did something like that.
It would be. It would be.
I hope they don't do a handheld until the next gen consoles available, and that they do it at the same time. There's a couple reasons for that. One is I'm still hoping that they make the switch to real Windows as their OS, so you can get all the storefronts and everything. But the other is that all the handhelds are basically the same right now. There needs to be another generation of APU that they can leverage, something that's going to really improve the performance significantly from where they are today. Releasing something now, I think, it's just going to be another handheld, at least to me, and to the majority of probably gamers out there that already own a Steam Deck or already have the Asus, or the MSI or the Legion Go, whatever, right? Great, it plays your Xbox games, but I think just hold off a bit, wait for another generational shift on that technology, and bring it out in a couple of years.
I disagree, and here's why. The reason I disagree is because, I want them to put the handheld out now, and then build around from it. So, it's out, and we have it now, and then whatever is coming next from Xbox, they can build around or have some sort of housing unit that connects directly to whatever or whatnot, or I don't know how they do it exactly, but I just think that giving it its own time to shine would be good, and then on top of having the time to build around said unit for the next stuff would be a good idea, in my opinion.
Yeah, I just fear the compromises that will inevitably take place. I'm hoping for next gen they have a console and they have a handheld. No more Series S stuff. The handheld takes the place of that.
No more Series S. I
and
agree with
it comes with a dock in the box, and you can hook that up to your TV. And in the performance mode, it works its ass off and gives you the best possible experience it can. To me, that would be the right way to do it. I don't know. Maybe you're right. Maybe throwing one into the market now just to kind of get people's, interest up in it. It would restore some interest in Xbox, I think. So on that front, it's probably a decent plan. But The tech in me wants to make sure that we get the best product possible from them, and to me, that's something that's a little bit more future looking with 3 nanometer and so on and so on. I think they could do a really nice handheld in a couple of years from now.
You don't know anything about handhelds.
I don't.
No.
Okay.
So X-Man sent a nice super chat here. Says his wish list is Titanfall 3 and a new Tomb Raider game. I would love a new Tomb Raider game.
If they gave us Titanfall 3, I'd maybe cry. Maybe.
The tears would be just there.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Stop them.
I have no hope for it. Because it's all Apex. All they care about is Apex and Star Wars now. And it's sad.
Ooh. Yeah, it's not great.
And that Titanfall 2 campaign was great.
So it's unreal.
Yeah, I gotta replay that.
Is pretty special.
Yeah, no kidding, eh?
Incredible.
No kidding. And graphically, it was so impressive at the time too. It still holds up well. Anyway,
it does.
Sorry.
Let's get to the messy part of this Xbox showcase. I saw it a couple of times, so I'm just going to throw it out to everyone here. If you want to say something, if you don't, just keep it to yourself. But if you do want to add your little 2 cents, go for it. I've seen a lot of people say this is Xbox's last hurrah. This is their last chance. This is the end of Xbox if this showcase is not a banger. It's over. Pack it up. You don't gotta go home, but you have to get out of here for Xbox if they don't knock it out of the park with this showcase.
I mean, who said that? Because I've seen some screenshots of some takes of let's throw out a name, Dreamcast guy. If this showcase sucks, then this could be the end of Xbox. It's first of all, shut up.
Xbox ain't going anywhere.
Second of all, yeah, exactly. Second of all, no one cares what you guys say, really. That's such a dumb take, and I'm sure there's people saying it, but it's just. It seems so dumb and lazy of a take. It's just not real. It's not a real take.
She's Dreamcast guy.
What's that? Yeah, Dreamcast.
That's enough said, right? He's been proclaiming the doom of Xbox and the death of Xbox for the last decade, hasn't he? Everything they do is their last shot at staying alive, and yet all they've done is become the biggest software publisher in gaming. Since they died, it's just sheer stupidity. Yeah, they're not going anywhere. The hardware future's a little bit unknown at the moment, but from an actual brand of Xbox or whatever Microsoft gaming, they're not going anywhere. At this point, I would think that should be clear to everyone. It's not like they're going to fold up tent after just spending, close to $80 billion in acquisitions over the last 5-6 years.
They just made more than Windows. Forget spending. They're making money.
They're big in Microsoft now. Dear Lord, Dreamcast guy, I tell you. I think he does it just for the views.
I mean, yeah.
To appease his fans. He can't be that dumb, can he? I don't know, Kenny. You guys tell me. I don't watch his stuff, but
no, definitely those kind of people are doing it for the views.
Well, exactly.
Has to be.
Well, there was a whole thing yesterday with Paris, kind of whether you like Paris or not, kind of cooking Dreamcast in the sense Paris said. In fact, I think Ham, you quote tweeted it with a clip from your show where on your show he didn't say Dreamcast guy, but he came out and said it on Twitter. He's like, "That Dreamcast guy, you literally told me you don't believe anything you say in your videos, and you only do it because it quote pays the bills." It's
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, there you
no
go.
one's ever come out and straight said that about Dreamcast guy. Like had like a thing to back it up, like Paris does. But I mean, just looking at the content he makes,
If Paris
yeah,
says it, like I'm not saying Paris has never lied in his life, but there's certain people that when they say something, you kind of just have to take their word
yeah,
for it. In
exactly.
my
Like when
opinion,
if
I
Paris
think
comes
Paris is
out
one
and
of those
says
people.
exactly, if he comes out and says that you said that with his chest, you probably said that.
You probably said that, dude.
You probably said that. And also, like again, I don't know. Obviously, I don't know Dreamcast guy. I don't watch his content. I don't know. I'm sure outside of whatever, he's a cool dude and whatever. But like, just looking at that content he makes, it's like, dude, that can't be fun. Like, whenever I type in like Xbox into YouTube, I'll like, the typical, like, it could be Colt Eastwood comes up. Not for a while because he hasn't been making videos, but like it used to be like Dealer Gaming and but like then you'll see Dreamcast guy and it's something just very negative. And it's like there's no way you're having fun making negative video after negative video after negative video. It can't be fun. You're doing that because it pays, but that's not fun, and you know it. So I don't know.
Hey man, there's masochists. There's people that like negative things.
Yeah,
He does.
A lot of
oh my
people do.
God.
That's why they feed trolls. That's why they. It is what
Mm.
it is, though.
To the Guinness point, he did actually say it on his last video. He said, "If you check my negative videos on Xbox, check the views on those." Like he confessed.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
what-
right.
yeah. 100. And here's the thing. Hats off to game the system. If that's really what you want to do, by
Yeah,
all
dude.
means, go ahead and do it. But it's like just this whole idea of like Xbox is cooked if the show isn't. Like, you can tell your people who watch your video that, but it's so not reality. It's just so not reality.
So X-Men with a very hot take. Ham, you're gonna wanna look at the screen for this one. He says PlayStation will fold up tent before Xbox will. Facts.
Dang, Luke said that's facts.
I don't.
I didn't say it's facts. I read a super chat.
Well, I couldn't help but notice, Loki, you don't have your PlayStation box in the background anymore, so
Yeah,
Listen.
It's
gotta
probably because
wonder.
it's probably because he realized that he already had the Pro and got a little angry.
Yeah, right. We all got the PS5 Pro early. How cool is that?
Yeah, got one early for review.
The
Yeah.
PS5 Pro came out before the regular PS5 did.
You sure
I
did.
did.
Yep.
It's pretty tough.
I did not. I didn't even get the slim. I've sworn off that stuff.
Does your
so
box say 8K?
Actually, that's actually the next subject that we were going to tackle.
Let's do it.
It's a great segue.
Very few times am I proven right in the same calendar year. Usually, it takes a couple months, and then I'm proven right. So, this is a rare, quick dub for me. Usually, I get like retroactive dubs. So this is from VGC. Sony has removed the 8K claim from PlayStation 5 boxes. So it's
Were we on a
unclear
different subject
precisely.
already?
Yeah, bruv. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even answer the last one, but cool. Go ahead.
It's unclear precisely when. Oh, okay. No. Before we go on to the next subject, Ham, go ahead. Tell us: is this the last hurrah? Is this Xbox's last 3-point shot with 2 seconds on the board in Game 7?
I'll make it quick since you already went to the next topic.
Nope. Ain't nobody rushing.
No, we literally are though, because we don't.
We're actually making good time. We're making good time. So take your time. Go ahead, brother.
I agree with whoever's saying that this could be that this is the most important showcase that Xbox has ever had. I agree with that wholeheartedly because it's just like you actually acquired ABK. There's no more talks about that anymore. Bethesda's on board. You have more than you've ever had, and you have the ability to show off more than you ever were able to before. So in the terms of messaging and getting your brand out there, in my opinion, yes, this is the most important showcase for that. Is it something that if they miss a beat on this showcase, they'll never be able to fix anything again? No. They just spent $70 billion on a publisher. They can figure out branding whenever they're ready, unfortunately. For us, sure. But for them, they're clearly moving at whatever speed that they want to move at. Whether we like it as fans or not. So they could completely have a terrible showcase, and just for the fact that knowing that they got all the money that they want, that they want to use, and that they already said that they're all in on gaming, and I don't see them turning around and saying screw that, seeing that gaming is making as much money as it is. Even if they had a bad showcase, I don't think they would be like stopping at all. But I don't think that's happening, and ain't no way that this showcase is anything like the state of play. And I think I think this showcase is good to the point that it maybe took some enthusiasm out of Jeff Keighley.
It took some
That's a fair point. I wonder if he lost a few things to the Xbox showcase.
Yeah, no, here's the answer to that. Yes. Because if you think not that long ago, who was showing off the new Call of Duty? It was Jeff Keighley at the Summer Game Fest.
Wow, that's actually true. Forgot about that.
Now what is he showing? He ain't showing Call of Duty now. That's Xboxes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's a barn burner of a thing to show off, right? And then on top of that, you think of any other Activision games or like Overwatch, right? Like Overwatch was at his event like a year or two ago, I believe, too. You can see that there anymore.
Yeah.
You know, and then on top of it, the rest of the games a lot of the games that are coming out this year,
so
Xbox is publishing those games.
What you're kind of saying what you're kind of saying then in a roundabout way is this is really Xbox Game Fest, not just Jeff Keighley's Summer Game Fest.
Wow.
It's become like they just rename it, basically.
Wow.
When you
I'm
think
just
about
saying, like so many folks in back in the day were like, it kind of reminds me of a song this dude Gucci Mane said, or a set of lyrics that Gucci Mane said. He said, they used to not let me inside the club, so I bought the bar.
He bought the whole bar.
Yeah, exactly. They used to not let me in the club, so I bought the bar. So it's just like, okay, well, y'all didn't want to, give them the respect that when they're willing to work with everybody else, this, that, and the third, and be like, hey, yeah, well, take our, piece of the pie and whatnot. And then they're saying, hey, actually, there is no more pie for y'all. They're like, all right.
Yeah,
open up my own bakery.
Yeah.
No, matter of fact, I'm going to buy this
It is
bacon.
Crazy. When you look at it is crazy when you think about where they were like 5 years ago, even, right? You think about where they were 5 years ago and you compare that to now. It is pretty freaking crazy what they have that they can throw up on that stage for IP and stuff.
Yeah.
Like it's insane.
They started the Xbox One gen with like 5 studios. I think it was 6, and then they closed Lionhead. And now they're sitting at like 40-something studios.
I think it's when you count, like, because a lot of the studios have like 2 or 3 studios within the studio, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, including like support studios and stuff. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
It's just wild. So like, I'm just not really like, I seen RGT earlier. I watched his content because I like watching his channel. he's a good dude. But like I don't agree with everything he says. That's for sure. He said like something like, "Oh, I heard there's going to be a shadow drop of Xbox. Whoever's the game that's being shadow dropped should really be nervous after the last game Xbox shadow dropped." And I'm just kind of thinking to myself like, I see why you're saying that, but I don't think they're going into this saying the next game that we're shadow dropping is you, and then the company just freaking just falls to their knees and starts going nuts or something like that. Like, I think it's more or less going to be like, all right, well, we've seen what happened last time we shadow dropped. Let's be more specific on how we use the shadow drop. Maybe like, and I was saying something like, what's that one game with like 100 people doing like dang, what's that game called? Oh, it was like 100 Immortals or something like that.
33 Immortals.
33 Immortals. Okay, yeah, where it has like a bunch of people on the screen that are doing the same type of thing, working together. Like I could see something like that being shadow dropped in there. Something where it's gonna be in Game Pass, and maybe they don't have to use because one of the things I think happened with Hi-Fi Rush is it was put in a place to save. It is put in a place where Xbox needed saving, right? So when a lot of people looked at Hi-Fi Rush, and a lot of people are actually looking at Hellblade the same way, which is funny. But they're looking at these IPs as if they're supposed to take Xbox past Sony just by putting that kind of IP out there. And Hi-Fi Rush definitely couldn't have been something like that, but I could see how a lot of people said, "Oh, Xbox is back now." Once Hi-Fi Rush came out, and it just wasn't supposed to be that IP, and it shouldn't have been, because it's just like that's a rhythm game. Like nobody's ever gonna say like a rhythm game is a everyday type of person's game. Like it's not. So
I think it could be Ham.
It could be, sure, but I don't think it's going to be in the vein that they made that game.
I think it's possible, Ham. Like the same way, like Uncharted, before Uncharted 2, it wasn't looked at as like a big tentpole system seller, like mega hit for PlayStation, but it was so good that it became that. God of War, I'm sure when they first made it, it was just, we just want to make a good game, but it became a monster. You know what I mean? I think Hi-Fi Rush, maybe I'm wrong, but I think Hi-Fi Rush, if it was given the chance to get a sequel, get bigger, and then maybe even become like a trilogy, it could have been awesome. It could have turned into a system seller.
I disagree.
But Hi-Fi Rush wasn't. Hi-Fi Rush wasn't a third-person action adventure game.
No.
Also, God of War and Uncharted aren't rhythm-based games. Like they're very much
rhythm-based games cannot be system sellers.
No, they can't. Not really.
No, not unless it comes with a guitar.
Yeah, exactly. If we're going back to like 2000,
I was going to say, if the issue is with the genre, I don't know, man.
I'm saying if we're going back to 2005 to 2010 and talking Guitar Hero, then sure. But I mean, there's a ton of rhythm games that came out that are really good that have come out since Guitar Hero, and in between Guitar Hero and Hi-Fi Rush, and not one of them has been like that's going to sell our system. There's a lot of really good ones. Like, dude, a couple years ago, Metal Hellsinger came to Game Pass. That shit's fucking awesome. That's not a system seller, and it never will be. Hi-Fi Rush, fucking awesome. It's not a system seller, never will be, because it's a rhythm-based game.
You put reality with the rhythm base, so like a guitar, a set of drums, something where people actually could like associate that to like real life. I mean, even your Dance Revolutions, right?
Mm-hmm.
like those make sense because it's just like this is now a party game. This is now like a reason for a kid to have a great time, or to invite a bunch of folks over for a party to do something, and
Yeah,
it pops off.
party.
But as for sitting in front of your television and turning on a rhythm game where you don't have to have any rhythm, actually, you're just the only rhythm is coming from your fingertips. Like, nah, like I don't see that being a system seller ever.
Cozy.
Yes.
So I posited when you were out, I posited that Hi-Fi Rush could potentially become a system seller.
No.
What?
No.
Absolutely not. Games like that, like, you know, I think
Looks
you
like I
forget
got him
how
now.
niche.
Cozy's back.
Yeah. This is like no.
Looks like Cozy will agree with this.
Like, so here's the thing. I like games like that, like, you know, the whole character action type games, but they're all niche. They're all incredibly niche. None of them. The biggest we got was DMC games, and those still don't even sell a whole lot.
And those are not proper rhythm games.
And neither is Hi-Fi Rush.
Yeah.
Look, she is hurting you right now.
It's breaking my heart. You know why I have?
Like,
I like the idea. I like
down.
the idea of niche games. I like the idea of niche games having the potential to dominate, because like Metal Gear is a niche game. You know, it's stealth. Most people don't have the patience for stealth. So when you say this, for me, it breaks my heart because it's like, okay, we had the PS2. A lot of people bought the PS2 for the sequel to Metal Gear. A lot of people bought the PS3 just for Metal Gear 4. Now you're telling me that is over and done with
You
forever?
realize how long ago you're saying people bought the PS3 for Metal Gear
4
for PS3?
Yes.
That's a long time ago. In gaming land, that's a long time ago.
Also, it's genre. It's like Metal Gear stands out for a lot of people just from the outside looking in as not a Metal Gear fan, but it's garnered fans over time for what it is as its own thing. Plus the fact that Kojima's completely out of his fucking mind. He can tell any story that he wants, and people are like, what the fuck even is this? But like, add that to the fact that it is a mechanically sound game that has a great story, people would probably tell you, and then it's in a genre that's niche, but the game stands out.
I think Hi-Fi Rush could have been a system seller 15 years ago.
Damn.
I don't even think so back then.
Jeez, Ham.
I think the difference is back then you didn't need as much to sell a system.
Also, it's at a certain point, yeah, because Hi-Fi Rush is just a video game. Like someone mentioned just a couple minutes ago, like Devil May Cry. Like Devil May Cry was just a video game, and that's the kind of shit that in the mid 2000s was the shit, was awesome, and for a lot of people it still is. But it's also like at some point, a system seller has shifted from, hey, here's this video game to now here's this big over the top, super insane budget AAA game. Mm-hmm. And Hi-Fi Rush, yeah, exactly. Hi-Fi Rush isn't that. It's just not.
Fudge. Wow.
Yeah, system sellers are now grinding games.
Jeez. That's another thing, Ham, that I appreciated about Stellar Blade. There was no grind in that game. Like zero grind. If you wanted to grind, you could grind. But you could also just play the game. And the game wouldn't punish you for doing that. Sir X-Man, thank you for the super chat. Loke, did you support Hi-Fi Rush on PlayStation? No. I bought it on Xbox as soon as I saw that it has Brazilian voice dub, because my son, the youngest, he only plays like story-driven games if they have Portuguese voice dub in them. I bought it on Xbox, and that was it.
You played in the Brazilian Portuguese?
Yeah. For some reason, most games that have Portuguese dub don't have
not for some reason.
Dub from Portugal.
That's actually, I was actually surprised because no, that's actually not for some reason. It's because Portugal is an insignificant market, and Brazil is a big market. So it's not for some reason. It's like 5 people in Portugal that play games. But I was just like curious because I've heard people who speak Portuguese from Portugal complain about that, and I was like,
fuck them. Portuguese from Portugal is shit. Brazilian Portuguese is better. Next super chat. Thank you so much, Sir X-Man. X-Man is balling today, man. Appreciate it. Says, I still play Rock Band 4 on my Xbox Series X. All right. Appreciate you. Enjoy your... Do you play with the peripheral, Sir X-Man? I'm curious about that one specifically. Yobi, I will be checking out this Iron Lords podcast. Go ahead, Mentor.
I was going to say, I'd still play Guitar Hero on my Xbox if I could buy a freaking guitar for a reasonable price.
Dude, they're so expensive.
Is it not possible to play Guitar Hero on your controller?
You can, but it's not. It's not the It's not the same. It's no fun.
You guys
might as well play Hi-Fi Rush or something.
Who does that?
I remember
play Hi-Fi Rush.
I remember being in 8th grade, and I never played Guitar Hero before 8th grade. I went over to my friend's house. I just got Guitar Hero 2 on 360. I was like, this is amazing. I had the guitar and everything. And I went over to my friend's house. He's like, you want to play Guitar Hero? I was like, absolutely. And he pulls out a PS2 controller, and I'm just like,
what?
No. What? I'm like, no. I'm going to go home. I'm going to go home and have dinner, and I'm going to play Guitar Hero.
What? You just said no. You just bounced.
I just said no. I said no. I gotta go home.
You guys didn't stay friends, right? Like that was friends off kind of deal. I'm hoping because that's
no. Oh, he's still my friend. But it's like if we're gonna play Guitar Hero, we're gonna play it at my house. We're playing that at my house. We're not playing with a controller. But
what'd you say?
Ham, please tell me you played Guitar Hero on a controller.
I have. It stinks.
Yeah.
I have the guitar though and everything at home.
Does it still work?
Yeah. I have my 360 and everything. Yeah.
Damn. Yeah. Both my guitars. Like I'm thinking I'm gonna try taking them apart and see if it's all the buttons, right? Like, they just. Yeah. I don't know. I think I can take them apart. Probably get one working out of the two.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yep. At least someone agrees with me. The Hi-Fi Rush was fantastic.
It's fantastic.
It's really great.
Yo,
I'm more sad about
Viper. You know how
Evil Within 3.
Messes with me, if anyone messes with the pimp named Slickback, sorry, go ahead, Mental. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm more disappointed there won't be an Evil Within 3 than Hi-Fi Rush 2, but maybe that's just me. I don't know.
Literally just you, buddy. Just you. I could do with like 4 more Hi-Fi Rushes. So moving on, Sony Interactive Entertainment has quietly updated its PlayStation 5 packaging to remove the mention of 8K support. For this one, I want to go straight to my buddy that we ended the show, but because of the freaking 8K, 4K, 120, whatever on the boxes, we had to extend the show another hour and 30 minutes, and I went to bed at 3:30 in the morning when I had work that same day.
You're welcome.
Mr. Ham Solo, what are your thoughts on this? What do you mean you're welcome? The fuck?
I'm just trying to make sure you're on your toes. But anyways,
what can I say?
It's ridiculous and pretty uncool. That and here's another issue that I had with it is that nobody cares to say anything about it. Nobody cares that they just false advertise something for I don't know how many years now. And like that, like I understand like arguing with Logan being like, hey man, not all games are 4K 120 or not all games are 60 FPS or whatnot. It depends on the console can do it, but it depends on the game. Like I'm okay with that argument still to this day. But what I'm not okay with when you put something on a box that literally nothing can do.
Yeah,
nothing can do it.
Wasn't there one game that could do it?
There was one game called Tourist that could hit 8K, but the PS5 itself doesn't allow you to enable 8K, which me and Loki went all through this.
We read the freaking article.
They said although this game can play at 8K, there's no toggle switch to turn on 8K as a format on the PS5.
Good times.
So it was a lot.
Good fucking times.
Oh, that's funny.
There's one game that can do it, but
can somebody develop an 8K game? Sure. Sure. That's what we figured out. Is somebody could develop an 8K game, but there's no console out here that can do 8K.
Maybe if it's like Pac-Man or something at 8K.
Oh yeah, Pac-Man at 8K.
What about that Xbox with the 8K? I don't think the Xbox box says 8K on it at all.
It does. It does.
Does it?
It does. It's on the it's on the back. 1 second. Let me go grab this box real quick.
That's fucking trash.
But people are dumb and simple creatures. They hear 8K and they're like, "Oh, that's even better than 4K. It's 4K times 2," and they don't even know what 4K is. I thought it just said 4K 120 on the box. I didn't know it said it somewhere in the back.
So up front it says 4K 120, and then in the back where Master Chief is on the side. My bad. It's actually on the side. 4K 120, 8K HDR. And then the rest of the other stuff. That is what we got on the Xbox.
Who's in charge of the marketing?
Do that.
Who's in charge of the marketing for these folks? There's not one.
Who's in charge for the lying for these folks?
Available.
Correct that question, Ham. Who's in charge of the lying for these folks?
They found out Sony put 8K on the box, so they had to put 8K on the box.
I mean, that's kind of what it sounds like.
That's probably. That's honestly probably it.
And so
it's still PlayStation's fault. Seriously,
100%.
Sony did it first.
Always is. Always.
No.
$70 games.
No, I don't know who did it first. To be honest, because I don't know who did it.
Oh no! I was saying like children say. Sony did it first. Yeah. I don't know who did it first.
$70 games. Sony's fault. 8K on the box. Sony's fault.
Sony's fault.
Wait.
Now we'll know for sure if Microsoft moves 8K.
Hold on. The first $70 game? Wasn't it a 2K game, an NBA 2K or something?
Yeah, but Sony made it mainstream.
No, it wasn't Sony. No.
Yeah, they made it mainstream. They made it mainstream. No one cared about it until Sony did it. Then everybody's like, "Oh, okay, Sony's doing it, so we better do this too."
Dude, how much do we have to drag Sony? We done dragged them a whole week. Leave it alone.
You don't even have the box in the background anymore. We know you flipped. We know you flipped, man.
He became PCMR, actually.
Yeah. We know. Right, we know what's going on, man.
Chat. Also, Vic says Sir X-Man is using up all his money. Check today. If that's what he's doing, Sir X-Man, pump breaks. All right, he still need to pay the rent, etc. Anyways,
so
Ham's had to stay on the 8K. Go ahead, man.
I see Venomous Viper in the chat and Big Mamo. So read the asterisks. The 8K HDR is for movies. Let me check on that real quick.
Oh,
because I wouldn't doubt that, honestly.
Oh, that makes sense.
Oh, sure, yeah, it could do that.
Well, it just, I mean, honestly, right here, it just says up to 8K high dynamic range. And then it says it in different languages.
So that's like HDMI 2.1 spec, right? Up to 8K with HDR.
Yeah,
8K 60.
Matt,
but
is there an
I don't.
asterisk or no?
It just says the asterisk is up to 8K high dynamic range. That's it. There's no mention of movies or anything on
So
the
there you
box I'm
go.
looking at.
There you go.
Series X
Xbox
and then
Live,
hook it up to a
same as
CRT.
same as a PlayStation.
I don't see any mention of movies at all. I mean, outside of 4K Blu-ray player, I don't see any mention of movies on here.
They lie.
Tragic.
Bottom line.
Simple.
Like
Simple.
I'm not gonna do no walking around, no nothing. Bull.
Simple.
They come out and say, "Here is a game."
Oh, you're cutting out.
Running at an unstable 22 frames a second on 8K. Then I'll be like, okay, well they do got 8K. It's shit, but they got it.
There.
Yeah. For now, they ain't got nothing. So
it's just like, nah.
So the capping same as PlayStation.
Yeah.
So Xbox,
and
go and revisit your console box. Go and revisit that. All right. Anyone else have anything to say about Sony admitting that they've been capping for years now?
What
right.
they've been. Never mind.
No, go ahead, Koze.
Nothing. Nothing. Never mind.
All right.
It makes me too sad.
You're sad because of the whole 8K thing?
No, I just thought of something else randomly. Sony.
But well, we want to be sad with you, so go ahead.
Remember Little Devil Inside?
No,
I don't remember Little Devil Inside.
But for the sake of the conversation, yes, continue.
No, that was like one of the games. I was like, oh, it was supposed to be a PS5 game, and it just disappeared. They showcased it 4 years ago.
That's too bad.
What?
Maybe that's abandoned. Maybe that
it is like abandoned, I assume.
Oh wow! I'm looking at the trailer. Oh, this is fucked up. I was also interested in this movie. In this game, sorry. What? Wow. This thing never came out.
No way. Wow.
This is. Wait, was this announced by PlayStation? PlayStation would never announce something then not do anything.
You mean abandoned? You mean like abandoned?
No, it wasn't. It was like just showcased at their showcase.
They abandoned?
It's not a PlayStation game. It's just like showcase at their showcase. And
I
was like,
okay. Thank you.
Excited for it, and I just randomly started thinking. Every time there's talk of showcases, I randomly think about it. And I get sad.
I remember this game. Jeez. Yeah, maybe keep this sad stuff to yourself, Cozy, because now, what the hell? Jeez. I'd forgotten this thing even was a thing.
That's too bad.
It's very
Enjoy your sadness.
Yeah, Cozy. Next time, I will not prod you. Next time you're going to keep it to yourself, I'll let you keep it to yourself. Anyways, we're going next to The Verge. What's next for Xbox and Halo? Microsoft is gearing up for big game reveals at its showcase. Last 6 months have been turbulent for Xbox. Microsoft started the year by laying off people, blah, blah, blah. Move rattled fans. Hardcore Xbox customers are upset that exclusives are available on rival consoles, with many wondering why they should continue to invest in the Xbox ecosystem when Microsoft is shutting down studios and its games are appearing on rival platforms. Anyway, Sunday's showcase is a chance for Microsoft to try and get fans excited about the future again. I'm expecting 2 big game reveals, a lot of release dates, and some surprises along the way.
Too big. Oh, yeah. Too big on Xbox.
You making a game?
All right. So I brought this one up because a lot of people read this article and ran with potential Halo on PlayStation. Cozy, please tell us how much you don't care about a potential port of Halo to PlayStation.
if that could help them like be like, oh, get see some monetary value in making a Halo farming sim, then I would support it.
Okay, that's we can move to the next person. We got the next person. Right. Yeah.
Wait. Spartans need to eat too. Okay, Cozy might be on to something. How do they eat?
No.
You just have to make it like an emotionally mature farming sim.
That sounds terrible.
But
you
it
can do that, but don't call it Halo. Just call it something else.
It would be a spinoff. It would follow like some regular schmegular. I always talk about this. This is the game I always talk about. And could just follow some regular schmegular people as things are getting tragically worse, just trying to survive on their farm.
Honestly, you could probably follow the farmers at the beginning of Reach.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's when it would take place. It'd be like a fall, like, during the beginning of Reach, and it would follow them, like, just trying to survive as things get gradually more and more dire.
Hey. Sure.
See?
So someone at Microsoft hired this crazy lady. Halo potentially going to PlayStation. What are your thoughts?
That'd be a sad day when that happens. That's for sure. But
is it over for Xbox?
It's already over for Xbox.
Oh man, go to hell, cause ain't nobody hearing that bullshit.
I'm just doing the standard mantra. It's over.
So I just think that it'd be definitely weird if that came to fruition, but I personally don't think we're quite there yet. It's a possibility that happens later on down in the future, but I just think as of right now that'd be kind of jumping. I mean, especially seeing that you just made all these deals and stuff like that you got all these studios and whatnot. I could see them maybe like next generation or something like that. Once they get further apart from Sony, I could see that they might want to think about something like that, especially if it's like Xbox turns into a PC, But like as of right now, like let's say like this, like after the showcase, do I think it's coming right after the showcase? No. Do I think it's coming next year? No. Maybe next generation or something like that. If it did.
Ham, if they announced Halo Master Chief Collection going to PlayStation this year, what's your reaction?
It'd be, damn, that's whack. That's about it.
Whack.
I mean, I'm not grabbing my Xbox and throwing it in the trash or anything. I'm not overreacting like that because that's still my ecosystem. I still got all my games over there and whatnot. So, yeah, I mean, that would be my reaction. Is wow, that kind of stinks.
All right. Mental. If they announce, so first off, what do you think about the rumors that Halo's going to PlayStation, and what would be your reaction if they did announce it?
I think it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
I do think it's gonna happen, and I would not be surprised if it's before the end of this year.
Damn.
But same with Gears, right? Like all those rumors have been out there now for far too long. It's like the initial rumors back in January that there was going to be some, first party Xbox exclusives going to PlayStation. Well, that all happened. So, these rumors, where there's smoke, there's fire. So I wouldn't be surprised if it happened this year. My reaction is I think it's a sad day for Xbox.
I mean, let's be honest. They're waiting franchises.
They're waiting franchises? Waning. Oh, waning. Yeah, I mean, there's the bright side being that it breathes some life into it. Maybe it gets some new fans. The downside, though, is, I mean, Xbox and Halo, Gears, That's, I mean, you hear all you have is Halo, Gears, and Forza, right? You won't have that anymore if they put those on PlayStation. So what do you have
You
then?
won't have that.
It just seems,
You can still play it.
I don't know. It seems sacrilegious
It
to
does,
put
but
those
honestly,
games on PlayStation, just like it would be weird if God of War came to Xbox. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
that would feel wrong.
I get it, but
it would be bizarre. But
there's money to be made.
well, you're not wrong, Cozy. You're not wrong. And I think that's where the execs at Microsoft come into play. We talked about the 70 plus $80 billion, whatever, that's been spent in the last 5-6 years growing their business. And I think that, you said it yourself, Loke, it's number 2 in Microsoft. So it's got all eyes on it, and it's expected to make as much money as possible. So I think you have the executives there making the rules now, and it's not so much Phil anymore, because I don't think Phil would take those tentpole franchises and put them on PlayStation. I just don't think that was in his plan. But things have changed.
But I think it would work. I mean, I think the only problem that they would have to that could be a thing is if they fail to get enough people, if they start losing what little Xbox people they have.
Well, and that's I think that's what will happen next generation, honestly, if they start putting all their games on PlayStation. I don't subscribe to the idea that just they're doing it to get new fans so that when they bring the next version out, that's exclusive to Xbox and people will run out and buy an Xbox. Maybe it's the PC mentality in my head, though. Like, PC gamers are really stubborn. But I have a feeling the majority of PlayStation players are really stubborn, and they'll just sit there and go, "No, it's okay, I'll just wait. I'll just wait till it comes to PlayStation in a year or two." Because then the expectation will be that everything will go there. So that would be my disappointment if they actually put them on PlayStation. I think it's bad for competition in the console market. But whatever. It'll be good for the multiplayer aspect. Like if they put Infinite on PlayStation, the multiplayer or whatever, that'll be great for the player base, right? Get all that fresh meat there, all those PlayStation noobs coming in and run over them. It'll be fun.
Feels like a waste, guys.
I think it would be good, but I honestly think their problem is they have relied too much on stale franchises. More so than anyone else, without reinventing them.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I disagree on. Like, I disagree that they should have they shouldn't have been depending on these franchises, because
it's okay to depend on them, but the problem is they didn't do anything. Like, look at what Mario. Look at what Nintendo does with Mario. They do things with it. They just made Halo Part 5 million, Gears Part 5 million, whatever Part 5 million.
It's like,
and they're fun to play, but it's like been there, done that.
Right? Like, I get a kick out of that stuff. Like when you hear, that's all they do. Well, it's all Sony does, right? They've got their mainstays, and they do the same thing.
No, Sony
but they
a lot of what you
God of War. They reinvented God of War.
Yeah, they reinvented it.
It's a different game, dude. No, don't roll your eyes to the back of your skull.
Come on.
It is actually, and that's actually, in fact,
I was just checking in my head to see if I agreed with you or not. They did kind of reinvent it.
That's actually a point of issue that a lot of old God of War fans had. They were not liking the newer ones.
Yeah.
That's true.
But
that's true.
It's still popping. It's popping because it changed. It evolved. It has life. Whereas Halo,
but they killed it with Ragnarok anyway.
I enjoyed that campaign. I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed the campaign, but
Ragnarok?
No, the Halo, the Halo campaign. Infinite, yeah.
Halo Infinite. Yeah, so did I, man. I totally enjoyed that campaign.
That is tragic. Sir X-Man, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, sorry, I had a phone call. I played the guitar. Okay, he played the guitar, no controller. Again, another super chat by Sexman. I have over 1,200 songs for Rock Band 4. I love it. That's dedication. Like this man, he means that shit.
But
all right.
That's why I'm saying a Halo. What you call it? I'm not saying just change the Halo formula, but make different Halo things. A Halo
like so, like something like ODST, right? Stepped outside, did something a little different. It was a great game.
Yeah,
Not just
keep,
that.
But they don't do that enough. Like just making different things. There's a million things you could do with a lot of the Halo lore. That would be 100%.
You could make a horror. You could make a horror with the flood. You could make a horror game with the flood.
This is why I'm like they are not thinking. Like you can have
Look at Alien
Halo be a
Isolation.
tentpole franchise.
Zombie mode, but with the flood.
Yeah, but
like Call of Duty has zombies.
Yeah, we can hear you. But yeah, and it's like the same thing with Gears. It shouldn't have taken them so long to make Gears something like Gears Tactics.
That's
I really want a Halo RPG.
Same. Actually, honestly, why don't they have a 4-place person, a Halo RPG where you create your own Spartan?
It's simple.
Yeah.
It's so simple.
Like, I'm like, how?
No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Like, I'm not even into Halo, the games, but I actually think they have some of the most fun combat.
I think you're a closet Halo player.
No,
I can tell by the way you're so passionate talking about it.
Because I actually enjoy the lore and the combat. I actually just don't like the games, but I enjoy the lore and the combat.
Okay.
So I'm like, they could have just done so many great things, and it's like, no, let's not. Forza Horizon is the first racing game that I've liked, played since like Need for Speed on like the PS3 days.
Okay.
And Blur. I forget. I like Blur too. But yeah.
Umbra, Mr. Inferno Games, welcome, guys.
Hello.
So there's more to be done here. So it's not that Halo is tired. It's not that Halo needs to be retired. Halo needs to evolve. It needs to tap into other genres. There's so much there. Stop being lazy. All right.
I agree.
Sorry, Matt. For some reason, we ended up skipping you. My bad. Matt,
what's up?
What are your thoughts? Halo potentially going to PlayStation.
Well, this is all in like regards to like the possible CE remaster.
Yeah. No.
Like, oh shit! All right, which I was talking to him about that last night. Like, I'm at the point with this whole we're gonna bring games to PS5 thing, and then we're not gonna bring game because Microsoft said one thing, and then all the reports are saying, and then all the reports are saying another thing, and it's just like, dude, I told him yesterday, I'm like, dude, I'm resigned to the whole thing. Like, if you're gonna bring the game to PlayStation, tell us you're gonna bring it to PlayStation, and then just shut the fuck up and move on. I'm so like, whether they bring it to PlayStation or not, I'm not gonna play it there. I don't care. But like, I think in regards to specifically a CE remaster, which I would hope would be a CE remake, not a remaster, because they tried remastering CE and it stunk. But if you want to remake it from the ground up, and I guess you want to use that. And I guess you want to use that as an excuse because that's a fair point. There's that whole rumor of like, hey, we're going to be switching to Unreal 5. If that's the case, what better way to familiarize yourself with Unreal 5 than remaking things that exist, getting used to it and everything. And then, maybe you do continue the Halo Infinite story with a Halo Infinite 2 with a whole new engine. So I think it makes a lot of sense. I think, as Mental mentioned it earlier, I mean, the whole PS5 thing, it's like, that helps the multiplayer side of things. It just brings more players in. and again, in regards to specifically a CE remaster, a full remaster, like everything, not just the campaign, multiplayer, and everything. I would be pretty pumped to play that. I would definitely give that game time.
On PlayStation?
Fuck no, I'm not buying. Why would I buy it on PlayStation?
Well, haptics, dude. The controller? No,
I don't want to play an FPS game with haptics. That sounds terrible.
I have a hard enough time fighting all the people. I don't need to fight my controllers.
Exactly.
I always turn vibration. Everything gets turned off when I'm doing multiplayer.
No, Big Man, I'm not saying that Xbox is saying it's rumors. I'm saying there are reports outside of Xbox. Xbox has said what they said. They said it was the 4 games. And then after that, ever since that, it's every other reporter who exists is like, actually, it's this game. It's this game. It's this game. It's like, okay, well, if it is all of those games, then eventually at some point Microsoft has to say it. And if they don't say it, well, then I'm operating under the assumption that it's just what Microsoft said, those 4 games.
The Meg said it a couple weeks ago on Cold Show, right? Is that Halo and the Gears remake, or whatever, Marcus Phoenix collection, or whatever they're going to call it. He said it on Cold Show that they're both going to PlayStation. So, Master Chief Collection and...
yeah. And here's the thing. I get people... I don't love that. I got to be totally honest with you guys. The idea of Halo going to PlayStation, the idea of Gears going to PlayStation, that doesn't make me thrilled. But at the same time, I mean, if that's what they're going to do, that's what they're going to do. I can't stop it. And plus, like Mental said, it helps the multiplayer side of things. I mean, if you could revitalize old Halo multiplayer and have it spread across 3 ecosystems and have it crossplay with Xbox, PC, and PlayStation, that'd be awesome. Same for Gears of War Collection. Old Gears of War multiplayer spread across 3 ecosystems would be pretty awesome.
So to Mr. Inferno's point here, that he says, hot take, if Halo touches PlayStation, just close your hardware department. New customers won't believe Xbox will have any exclusives besides Game Pass. So here we have post up a well-known Xbox guy. Says, once Halo goes, everything else will. Third-party Xbox is amongst us. Once Halo goes, I'm out.
Well, I mean, that's your prerogative. Definitely.
I wouldn't be selling my Series X. I've got games on it. I just probably wouldn't buy another generation of Xbox hardware. Why? Right, at that point.
Honestly,
depending what it is. If they do the Windows thing like we talked about months ago, then I might change my mind because it'd be nice to have a system like that on my TV. If it's still a walled garden, though, I wouldn't bother.
For me, I'll go. Yeah, go ahead, Cozy.
Me?
Cozy.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I guess maybe because I mostly play on PC and a console kind of exists for my laziness. I look at a lot of these takes as like, wow, you are going this hard over a piece of plastic. Either you have to make these big grand statements, and I guess you do that to voice your displeasure. But you can't control what they do, and if you've already not liked what they do, just stop supporting them already.
I would
it's like people can't help themselves to continue to just buy something on a platform that is already doing things that they aren't happy with.
Consumers do have a voice, though, right? And that his voice is pretty big given the number of followers that he has. So making grand statements like that, they should take notice. And I think there's a place for it, right? If no one ever says anything, nothing ever changes, I guess is what I'm getting at.
I'm not saying that you shouldn't say anything. I'm saying the point, it should have been something that, when they first started putting games, on
What's
PlayStation.
happening?
No matter how small, that's when it should have been.
That's him.
That's
shit.
when those statements would have been. It's like you've already, like, by not making enough of a statement back, when in April or whenever those other games went, you've already made a statement that you are willing to take it.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Like, if it mattered to me, I would have already been up in arms and said, what's the name of that one dude that went all
Tim
crazy?
Dog.
Yeah, I would have already
Dog.
done that.
Oh, Tim Dog. Wow, that was a big.
He made it makes sense though. Like, it was unhinged, but how much he just kept going on and on about it, but it made sense.
He still does.
Yeah,
Still does, but exactly. Like, I'll never knock the guy. Like, he said his piece. He did what he did, and he stood by it, right? But that's the kind of stuff that I would hope Microsoft takes note of. When you lose, like, that guy was a hardcore fan, right? That stood out there and took all the abuse all the time, and constantly stuck up for Xbox, right? And when you got close to 100,000 people that are following your account, a lot of eyes see that, right? Just like a lot of eyes have seen him walk away. So I don't know. Personally, like I say, I'm not going to sell my Series X. I just probably won't buy another Xbox if they decide to go full third party, because why would I spend that $500 or $600 or whatever the next console costs? Well, what's in it for me at that point? I don't need to. I mean, I guess technically I don't need to anyway because I have my PC. But
PC is
Game Pass isn't Game Pass isn't a system seller.
Well, not in Mozambique.
What?
In Mozambique, there's no PC Game Pass.
Wait, what?
Yes.
Okay.
Let that sink in.
Wait, so you don't have Game Pass Ultimate as an option?
That's another thing. Let's talk about
I could see that being an issue if you weren't in Texas. Like, I'm not sure.
All right. Ham, go ahead. What are your thoughts on Post-Up's comment here? Ham?
I mean, I don't. We'll make it seem like, I put my foot down and I'm not moving. And then the first time they hear something, or like they hear something that they don't like, and they're like, I'm moving. Like, I don't know. It's just kind of weird to me, because so many people like and follow these people because they feel like they're firm with the brand or whatnot. So, like, I just feel like that's kind of stupid and silly. For me, I'm not like mental at all on this one. Like, if they were to put games on other platforms and stuff like that, like I said, I have my ecosystem where all my games already are, and I'm not going to restart all of that with PlayStation or with anybody else. Like, if I'm going to do that, if I'm a
well, that's exactly why I said I'm not going to sell my Series X.
If that ever happens, then just PC. Like, it's not me just hopping all over the place. And but like, as for like new hardware from PlayStation or Xbox, like, and even Nintendo, like, I'm looking forward to anything that they can provide me that's going to make sense for my lifestyle. So let's say, let's say the next Xbox comes out, right? And I'm like, you know what? I don't find that worth getting day one and whatnot. You know what? I'm going to end up getting it at some point, though, because what I'm not going to do is load up my PC in my car when I want to go to another state or to another city or something like that.
Don't have a portable PC.
That might be where that handheld comes in, right? Keep it simple.
Exactly.
That would change things.
And that's still part of that ecosystem. That's still made by Microsoft and Xbox and whatnot. So that would completely be a reason why I'd want to continue to purchase those kind of things. And same with PlayStation. The PlayStation comes out with something on par of what Xbox is talking about, is what Switch currently is, then hell, I can finally take my my PlayStation and its games with me without having to need internet for every step of the way. Like,
Yeah.
that's a big deal to me. I remember when I was playing my Steam Deck, playing Hellblade 2, a lot of people were just like, "Oh, you know, you could just play that on the cloud. On the cloud, you don't have to download it to your to your Steam Deck." And I was like, "Yeah, watch me hit the interstate. Let me just throw on the cloud real quick while I'm on fucking I-80 and see how that goes."
Good times.
It's gonna be terrible. The only thing I want to ever have to or need to go online for is just to check in to say, hey, this is mine. I can turn on my phone hotspot, do that in 10 seconds, and then turn it right back off. That I don't have a problem with. But just having to stay online literally the entire time, it's not okay.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. So it's 10 minutes to the showcase should be starting in 10 minutes. So we're going to hop on out of here. But before we do that, I need to read the last super chats. Rachie, thank you so much. Has been a member for 11 months. Says, just wanted to say you are all cool people. Thank you so much, Rachie.
Thank you, kindly.
We do appreciate it. DJ Birder with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Says they should separate Halo multiplayer from the campaign, make them two different entities. Give me a campaign with abilities like the TV show, third person, and all. That's a solid idea.
To go with his $5 super chat, I want to add this sentence to it. While making Halo MP and campaign separate, go ahead and give PlayStation the MP and keep the campaign on Xbox.
I support this. I think like making all they could make so many things. And then just keep all the specialty Halo experiences Xbox, and then just be like, you guys can have the MP.
The extras. Yeah, the meat and potatoes exclusive. That's a good idea. Obviously, they're not going to do it because they're Xbox. So X-Man with the last super chat of the day. Thank you so much. Says Cozy Smash Brothers and Mario games look the same.
Except Mario Odyssey and Mario Party and Mario Tennis and Mario RPG are all play vastly different. They're not iteratives of the same game.
Yeah, they're very different games. I don't even know what you're on about, Sir X-Man. Sorry. They're very different games.
That's what I'm saying. And they should have been doing with Halo and Gears.
Yeah. And I dislike Mario. I hate the whole Nintendo thing.
What's the sport game that they play in Gears?
They should make an Xbox multiverse, not like the game multiverse, but like literally like what the like Marvel's multiverse, right? Where like they have like a DLC of a game where you're playing Gears and you're going through a horde or whatnot, and then like you know, something breaks the atmosphere and like a whole opens up and then Doom Guy just appears and you're like, oh fuck, what is happening here? like Doom Guy just
what is that fighting game? Killer Instinct, right?
Like you got your chainsaw ready and you're like, hell yeah, I got my chainsaw ready, let's go.
It's a thrash ball in Gears, Cozy.
Yes, why don't they have a thrash? Actually, invent thrash ball and make it a game.
Here we go.
Like why? Why?
Yeah, I feel like Griff Ball could be its own little like Rocket League type of thing, damn near. I used to love Griff Ball and Halo.
And I'm like, but these are ideas that it's like, did anyone say, you know what, this would be a way to keep this franchise invigorated? And then that could be the thing that they do in between. Yes.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
See?
That's a good idea. Have a tactics game, but online multiplayer. Each faction is based on a different game. Halo, Gears, COD, Doom, Skyrim, etc. Use those franchises. I'd obviously be on the Fallout crew. I don't even care. Okay, it's time for the show. Yeah, it is time for the show, guys. Cozy, please plug. Tell people where they can find you, what you're up to, etc., etc.
I'm up to some things that I'm hoping
Having children,
July. I'm hoping
going
July
on
because I'm gonna
Sunday,
be.
Sunday
I'm taking
evening date.
classes off. I've been taking classes off for the summer, and it starts back
Mhm.
late August. So I'm hoping to have some things in July before I have to get my ducks in a row for August.
For your man.
Or woman, Matt likes games. Well,
Yeah.
please plug your stuff. Tell people what you're
This is my reader state. Oh.
You can find me.
Yo.
You can find me here every Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern for this show with these guys and gals. You can find me on my channel, Matt Likes Games. Videos every Monday and Friday. This week was kind of an off week. I didn't do any videos. I just did the show with Ham on Wednesdays. That's 4 p.m. Eastern for the Two Player Podcast with myself and Ham Solo. Mondays, 8 p.m. Eastern for the L3R3 podcast with myself, Hard Days Mike, and it's me, Twan. That is where you can find me. And thank you for having me.
What time is your show? Do you on Sunday anymore? What's Sunday? What time?
Sundays moved to Monday.
Okay, Monday. What time?
8 p.m. Eastern.
Okay, that's why I guess maybe because I don't listen.
Yeah,
I've been waiting on Sunday. I was like, I guess you're taking a break.
Sunday's a whole new show, and that's Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern.
All right. Ham. Plug.
I mean, you can find me on my channel.
What's the name of your channel?
Yeah, you can find me with Loke on our channel, and yeah.
What's the name of the channel?
Me and Loke are like Loke, you're still cool with, and if anybody here on the panel wants to, we're planning on doing that a little show just talking about the showcase on Sunday around 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock Eastern, something like that. I don't have the time specifically set out yet because it all depends on what time I get home. But yeah, that's the plan right now.
That's the plan. Mental. Plug. Tell people they can find you.
Find me here on Fridays. You can find me at Caffeine Entertainment on the Tube and Mental 9R everywhere else, X, Steam, PlayStation, Xbox, so on and so on. Thanks for having me again, guys. Had a good time. It was good. One thing I do want to point out, though, I don't know if the rest of you guys noticed this, but when Cozy got up, she very strategically covered her belly as she left.
Oh my goodness!
When
there
she
is
came back,
nothing here. Look.
Oh, she went. Yeah. She clearly went and got changed and put on something that, you know,
can see that bump
underneath there to sort of keep it all sucked in tight, I guess. I don't know. Because when she came back, she had the bowl kind of right in front of her, too, there. So, yeah I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Cozy, you're hungry.
There we go. Thanks for the detail. We appreciate it. The Guinness says the devil within today, not showing yet, Cozy. The devil within is not showing yet. Anyway, as she focuses on that
good
game.
Times.
Thank you everyone for watching. Our weekly schedule is as follows. Sundays is for the gaming log, but this Sunday we're doing the reaction show after the Xbox showcase. Mondays we do the crossover at 2:30 p.m. Eastern, where Ham Solo and K Mega discuss Xbox related stuff. Tuesdays, me and a Ham Solo duke it out in a quickfire discussion centering on video game news on the lowdown at 5 p.m. Eastern. Wednesdays, we're off on TSWS Gaming, but Ham Solo does feature on Matt Likes Games channel for the two-player podcast at 4 p.m. Eastern on Matt Likes Games channel called Matt Likes Games.
Matt Likes Games. Goddamn right.
Thursdays are headlined by Behind Them Sticks at 8 p.m. Eastern, where Ham Solo introduces people in and around gaming that you may or may not know. Fridays is the big hangout we've coined as BullSittin, featuring Cozy Beluga, Matt Likes Games, Ham Solo, myself, Mental 9R, and a special guest or two, if it's warranted, to discuss the week's big gaming happenings and also to find out what Cozy Beluga will eat or drink live on stream at 4 p.m. Eastern. Thank you for tuning in to BullSittin on TSWS Gaming. We hope you had as much fun watching as we did talking gaming. If you enjoyed the podcast, smash the like button. If you did enjoy the podcast, smash the like button because we all know the algorithm does not care. Also, subscribe to our channel for more content like this every single day of the week. Thank you all so much for watching. Enjoy the Summer Games Fest. Bye-bye.
They said we said